Hello everyone. Something that's been on my mind all morning is the topic of death. I woke up and took a shower and I was thinking about life and death and it had me thinking about some things. It's a natural reaction whenever we start to cleanse and heal our inner world. We start to do that in the outer world also. And so one of the things that I realized just from my own life and my own experiences and the way that I thought and think now is that we spend our lives being afraid of, but knowing that death is coming. But we're afraid of something that we don't know what is. So yet no one really wants to go there. No one really wants to dive into those conversations, and it's like people are scared, and I understand that because it's the unknown. But when we start to understand energy in our astral selves, we start to realize that death is not the end. It's just a continuation of infinite energy, which is what we are. Something that came to my mind a few months ago was I was thinking about death, and I was shown that, like, when I've heard of people getting in car accidents or having near-death experiences, and when they wake up or come back to or whatever, they never remember the instance of losing life, of the pain of the accident, or, the dying of being in surgery, or whatever the case may be. They always remember. It seems like the thought is of the situation happening, and then something that maybe occurred after that when they came back. And so people having visions and things like that. And so that tells me that when death occurs, the body, the astral energetic self, already knows what to do. It leaves the body. We don't carry emotions of this humanistic life with us. It's just energy. So we don't even know that we've passed when we've passed. Only the people on the outside around us do. So when we recognize that we don't even realize that when death occurs, then why be scared of it? I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to live on earth infinitely in this vessel. I'm learning to embrace the time that I have now here to carry on afterwards, wherever that may be. And so that gives me a lot of peace not to be scared about death, because being scared of death means that we're not living, because all we have in this moment is right now, and what happens afterwards doesn't resonate with what's going on right now. There's no need in chasing something that we're scared of. And instead of just getting within it to hear the truth, we'll hear the answer speak within our conscious mind if we really dig deep and ask those questions of ourselves, not of anyone else. Because we have the answers to our own individual path. And I think that's why we can get lost in the outer world, which then creates a sense of loss within, because we're not listening to the answers that we have within ourselves. And so the other thing about death is that, if I do enjoy being here in this lifetime, in this human body, in this human experience, so I'm now learning that we can actually create longevity in this lifetime. The things that we eat, the things that we tell ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves plays a huge role in how long we live on this earth, because each individual's map is already laid out. This lifetime has happened and is happening in other realms of consciousness, and we can either choose to tap into that frequency of the parallel to connect to the other side, to open the door to manifestations, or we can just continue to live a life of non-awareness and dig a grave sooner, as they say. And it just takes the recognition of that. I didn't walk around thinking these things all of my life, even though I recognized them on the outside. And so now I'm learning to eat better. I'm learning to treat myself better, drink more water, not use so many chemical products, like just certain things that feel natural for me. Now, that doesn't mean anyone else has to do them or whatever, but when we start to love ourselves, we're automatically, it's like we open the portal and there's no stepping back. When you when you tap into the flame, it starts to burn bright, but the flame is always there. So it's just either we can recognize these things now and let go of the chaos or the sorrow, that we can continue to get to the path of righteousness within ourselves, or we can just say, okay, let's do it right now, and surrender to the ego, which is just the illusion of self. And the illusion of self is due to mostly by the outside social conditioning that we don't recognize. That's why it doesn't feel good to us and we fight so much against it, because what we need to do is listen to our truths within ourselves, and then we can start to recreate the outer world to match that same frequency. I love you to the moon, family. Have a wonderful day.